Hi, today is May 27, 2024. We're going to talking about geometry, and this is again is the final review. So today we're going to working on a specific example for surface area and volume. So let's say we have something like that. Okay. So this side, let's see. This side is going to be 2 inches. And then this side is going to be 3 inches. And then that side is going to be 5 inches. So first we need to looking for the surface area. So let's look at this side and the back side. They are the same. So that would be the surface, the area would be this side times the length of that side. So it's going to be 2 inches times 5 inches. We have 2 of these, one in the front, one in the back. And then what about this side and that side, left hand side and right hand side? So we know one side is 3 inches, the other side is 5 inches. Again, we have 2 of those. Now we need to look at the bottom side. That is 2 inches times 3 inches. Okay, and then the top side is a little bit challenging. Again, if you press this all the way, right? So that would be the half of the circle. So this would be half of the circumference. Okay, now we need to find the radius of the circle, which is the half of this. Since the whole length is 2 inches, so half of it is just 1 inch. Right? So half of the circumference will be half of 2 pi r, which is just pi r, where r equal to 1 inches. Okay, so this side basically is that side, that's 3 inches. Right, so the curve area will be pi times r, which is 1 inches, and then times 3 inches. And then don't forget we have 2 half circles. So 2 half circles add together is going to be 1 circle area, right? Plus pi times r squared, which is 1 inch square. Now what we need to do is we add everything together. 2 times 2 equal to 4, 4 times 5 equal to 20 inches square. 2 times 3, 6 times 5, 30 inches square. This is 2 times 3 is 6 inches square. So the pi would be 3 pi inches square, and this is going to be just 1 pi inches square. So it's going to be 56 inches square plus 3 pi plus 1 pi, 4 pi inches square. So actually it's 56 plus 4 pi inches square. If we need to combine them together, we know pi is 3.14 times 4. 4 times 4, 16. 5. So it's like that. Plus 56. So it can be 68. So that's 68.56 inches square. Okay. So let's look at the volume. The volume would be the rectangular prism plus the top half of the cylinder, right? So first look at the rectangular prism. That would be base times the height. So the base would be 2 inches times 3 inches. The height would be 5 inches. Okay. And then what about the half of the cylinder? Plus half times this area, the base area, that is pi, 1 inch square, times the height, which is this side, which is 3 inches. So that would be equal to 30 inches cubed plus 1.5 pi inches cubed. So that would be 30 and plus 1.5 pi inches cubed. Again, if we want to get the final number, we can do something like that. 527, 315, we add together 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So is plus 36, that will be 40.71, 40.71 inches cubed. Okay. Now, I want to tell you, if we had another problem, which I'm not going to show you the little detail, but I'll just tell you how to do problem in general. Like for instance, if we have another circle right here, how do we do the surface, right? So the surface will be whatever the out surface, which is this one, right? And then the top ring surface, again bottom ring surface, and then also the inner part. Like basically you can think of you actually out. So this, or you use the drill all the way through, and then this is the hole right here, HOLE. Okay, and then again the surface. If you use your finger go inside, you can touch it, right? So that also is the surface as well. So basically it's the outer surface plus 2 ring plus inner surface. That's that. And then the volume will be the whole cylinder, the larger cylinder, H's, the small cylinder. You know what? I will just made up one to show this. So let's say if this is the 3 inches, the outer is 5 inches, and then the whole thing is 10 inches. Okay, so first we are going to calculate the surface area. I want you guys to memorize this graph. So again, two cylinder, one is etched in the middle, and then the out is 5 inches, inner is 3 inches, the top is 10 inches. So I'm going to put right here, so that way you can still see it, hopefully. So first, for the surface area, so that would be the out surface, right? That is, you can view it as this, right? So that is 10 inches, which is this guy right here. But if you cut it, you expand it, the whole thing right here will be 2 pi r, right? The outer radius, which is the 5 inches. So the surface area will be 2 pi r, which is 5 inches, times 10 inches. So that will be outer area. And then how do you calculate the ring area? Ring would be the out surface, which is pi times 5 inches square, subtract pi of the inner circle, which is 3 inches square. So that's the ring area, right? Since we have 2 rings, we need a type 2. And then we also have to add the inner surface, which is 2 pi, the little r, which is the 3 inches, times the height, which is 10 inches. So that will be the total surface area. Let's simplify a little bit. So that's 100 pi inches square. This equals 5 is going to be square, is going to be 25 pi inches square, subtract 9 pi inches square, and then plus the last one will be 60 pi inches square. Right? So it's going to be 100 pi inches square plus this is going to be 16 pi inches square plus 60 pi inches square. So that is going to be 176 pi inches square. Okay, so I'm not going to further calculate this. You can working on this with your calculator. Now, what about the volume? Volume would be the larger cylinder volume, subtract, because we etched out the inner one, right? Small cylinder volume. So it's going to be the base, which is pi large R squared times height, subtract pi little r squared times h. And then pi h we can factor r, is going to be large R squared subtract little r squared. So it's going to be pi, the h is this guy right here. It's going to be 10 inches times 1 is 5 inches, another one is 3 inches. So it's going to be 5 inches square, subtract 3 inches square. So it would be pi times 10 inches times 25 inch square, subtract 9 inches square. That would be pi times 10 inches times 16 inches square. So total would be 160 pi inches cubed. Okay, so that would be the two cases I want to introduce. And then again, I don't know what day you guys actually testing this, but I strongly recommend you to review the formula for cone, C-O-R, the cone, which look like this, the cone, and then also the pyramid. Right. And then how do you calculate the surface area and the volume? Everything's in the textbook. Shouldn't be that hard. The only thing I want you to memorize the magic factor, which is 1 over 3. Okay, so this magic factor is very important. Go ahead, study this, and good luck for your final. Thank you. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.